You're watching Moms Matter, Focus TV Network. We have the wonderful Mallika Chopra back in the studio today, and we're going to talk about her most recent book, which is Just Breathe, and it is about meditation for 8 to 12-year-olds, correct?
Yes. So this book is on meditation, mindfulness, movement, motivation, and I wrote this for kids. So, historically I've written for adults. This is my first kid book, written for 8 to 12-year-olds. And I really wrote it because I see my kids, their friends, and I actually can share my experiences that I learned how to meditate when I was 9. And I feel like that's an age that we can really empower kids directly with tools. So I've been speaking on the school and parenting circuit for over a decade. And every time I teach, no matter where, when, how, the first question I get is usually, what is it like being Deepak Chopra's daughter? And then the second question is, well, how do we teach our kids? And so this book was an opportunity that someone reached out to me and said, would you do this? And it was like my dream to be able to write something to give kids the tools directly. So I always tell parents, don't force your kids to meditate. Instead, you learn how to meditate and lead by example, not words. Right. My goal with this book is to give kids something that they can learn, explore. Parents are loving it too, and really be empowered to make the changes in their own life.
Well, I think something that's great is that you say that the meditation doesn't have to be silent. And I think the fear of a lot of kids is that they have to be silent during meditation, and nobody wants to be silent.
Yes, and for kids sometimes, and that's why the title is Just Breathe. Just taking a deep breath, literally pausing, taking a deep breath in and out, helps you slow down, helps you go from a fight or flight reaction to a more responsive reaction to a situation. Mm-hmm. And then there are things like just being more mindful of how you sit, how you move, how you eat, how you walk. So with kids, you can make it really fun. I did a Good Morning America episode with Michael Strahan, which was so fun because we did all kinds of silly breathing exercises, which again, young kids especially, have fun. And I've been in the schools a lot recently, and the kids are so open to this, so curious. They want to have fun, they want to laugh, and those are all great things.
Right, it's amazing. And I mean, the truth is that so many moms out there are trying so hard, and we're pushing ourselves. But with what you've created here, it's like we can learn this process with our children together. And I think meditating together is a beautiful thing.
It is. So I, again, feel that parents should learn their own technique and not worry about their kids. So that is something that I always recommend, because if you try to force your kids to do something, it will be resentful. But if your kids see that you're doing something and you're happier, you're calmer, you're more peaceful, they'll be intrigued. And so what I suggest with this book is yes, parents can look at it and they can find some techniques for their own life. And there are great things you can do together, which are like a gratitude exercise at mealtime or before bed, setting intentions for the day together, maybe going on a quiet walk together out in nature. So there are things we can do together, but then also letting kids, just see what they discover out of it too.
Right, it's very individual. And so when you taught your girls, both of your girls meditate?
Yes.
So, and is this like a daily practice where they will actually, and will they go out and meditate on their own when they're feeling stressed and they need it? Or is it something that you'll prompt for them and say, okay, let's meditate?
Yeah, so I learned how to meditate when I was 9, and I feel like it was a gift that my parents gave me. My parents never forced us, and so I'm a very irregular meditator. So I've been meditating for about 4 decades. I go through years where I don't meditate at all, and other years where I do it twice a day. And honestly, that's okay. So I always like to tell people, don't feel guilty about your meditation, don't feel stressed about it. That goes against the whole point of this.
Right.
So my girls, when they were about 5, my dad gave them both special words or sounds, mantras for their meditation. But similar to how I grew up, I feel like it's a tool that they have in their toolkit. I meditate. Sometimes they meditate with me. Of course, the teenage years have been a little bit more rocky to get them to do that, which is fine. And what I find is that you know, sometimes they'll do it on the bus, sometimes they'll find it on their own. Sometimes they do it when they are more stressed, but we try to create more of a regular routine. And then also there are just other exercises, like I mentioned, gratitude or mindful walking and eating. So things that aren't like, okay, let's just sit and do our meditation, but let's try something new and fun.
Right. I love that. Well, I am very excited for my 7 and 8-year-old to pick up this book and really to start meditating. And when we do, we'll definitely get back to you and let you know how it's going.
Thank you. I can't wait.
Honestly, thank you for all the goodness you're bringing to this next generation. It is so incredible to have someone like you.
Thank you. I'm thrilled to be here and connected, etc.
Thank you. So, ladies and gentlemen, you saw Mallika Chopra right here. We talked about just breathe, and the truth is we all need to just breathe and take it in a little bit more. And we hope we'll see you guys all next time right here at Focus TV Network.